Well, it's Christmas Eve, and we're breaking high temperature records. Temperature about an hour ago was 61 degrees. That breaks the Christmas Eve record of 60 set in 1990. Another record could fall as we head into tomorrow. More on that coming up in just a minute. First, let's take a look at what I'm tracking. And of course, we have been tracking the rain all afternoon and all evening long. Right now, it's not too bad, and I think most of us will end up close to the 1-inch mark, maybe a few isolated 2 to 3 inch amounts. That will spare us from any widespread street flooding, although some isolated spots could briefly see some poor drainage flooding. The wind, well, that's not also expected to be a huge deal. It does get gusty overnight, especially in eastern Massachusetts. And then I think it actually lasts into tomorrow with a pretty blustery day. But again, no widespread wind damage. If you do happen to get underneath a gusty downpour or thunderstorm, which is possible very early tomorrow morning, that would be the most likely time to see a gusty wind. Temperature-wise, well, yeah, we're breaking records. Temperatures in the low 60s right now. Tomorrow's record is 63 degrees. We will get close. Now on live Pinpoint Doppler 12, we have the green showing light to moderate rainfall for most of us. The heavier stuff is now around New Bedford and points east. Now, we still could sneak in another embedded downpour or moderate rain band pushing through, but for the most part, I think it's light to moderate overnight. Even some lulls in the rain as we head through the midnight mass time frame. That may work out pretty well. Since midnight, we've picked up about a ½ inch of rain in Providence, a bit more than that in Westerly, and that 1 to 2 inch range that I've given you for a forecast that takes into account what is already on the ground. Wind speeds, not that impressive inland, 6 miles an hour in Pawtucket, 13 miles an hour in Providence, a bit breezier here along the coast with 17 miles an hour in Newport, 15 miles an hour in Westerly, and the same speed here in New Bedford. So it does get gustier overnight. You can already see a gust of around 30 miles an hour in New Bedford. But again, I'm not anticipating the type of night where the winds are howling and it keeps you up and things like that. You know, we do have a wind advisory in effect. That being said, from Narragansett Bay all the way to points east out towards Cape Cod, could see a few gusts of around 45 miles an hour. I just don't think those really strong wind gusts will be very consistent. Outside we go. We have some light rain hitting the ground. And you can see where the rain is coming from. We have that batch which pushed through this evening. There is that potential lull as we peer down towards Long Island Sound, but there's more moisture running up the mid-Atlantic. We still have a cold front to get through. That's why we can't completely rule out some more heavy rain bands into early tomorrow morning. So you can see that lull overnight. This is around 2 o'clock in the morning. Some light rain showers, maybe mist or drizzle. Watch what happens though as we go towards 5, 6 tomorrow morning. Rain fills back in. That continues through 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then by 10 o'clock, the rain starts to pull away. And we could actually bring in some sunshine by tomorrow afternoon. That being said, if we break that temperature record, which is 63, that would happen very early tomorrow morning. Basically, the temperatures would kind of have to sit where they are right now, and we'll wait and see if that actually happens. We will get close. We're going to kind of scoot through this quickly because, Kelly, I ran out of time, but you can see those temperatures will sit in the 50s tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, we drop into the upper 40s, and then on Friday, we're mostly sunny, high temperature of 47. So post-Christmas traveling looking pretty good. Potentially a little snow as we head into next week. Right now, it looks like most of that would remain offshore.
Yeah, so all those sweaters, though, and scarves and new clothes that you get for Christmas will have to wait until next week because they definitely won't need them then, tomorrow and Saturday.
Exactly, but keep them on standby. Good advice.
All right, Pete, thanks so much. Coming up next on Eyewitness News, Christmas Eve Mass, the Pope celebrating Mass at the Vatican. We'll take you there. And condition update. We have